Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Vectra podcast channel. We're here with Jonathan from the support team. This is an ongoing series of me just having casual conversations with amazing members of our support team, our MDR team, just to really highlight the amazing people behind Vectra and how Vectra works. So, Jonathan, do you want to say hello to our audience?
Hey everyone.
Amazing. So yeah, let's just get started. Just tell me a little bit about yourself, your background, how many years you've had in security, where you're from, and any fun facts you'd like to share.
Sure, Dory. Thanks.
Mhm.
As you can might hear it, I'm French. I'm from France originally, and I moved to Ireland in my late 20s.
Mm,
Uh, yeah, so I started my IT career in a lens manufacturing company in France, where I was an automation engineer. But also, it was a small company, so I was quickly changing hats, kind of doing
mm,
networking, system admin, and all that. Then moved as a software developer for a few years.
mm,
Moved to Ireland then. I was a computer trainer at the time for 3 years, teaching mainly people how to use Microsoft Office and Windows
mm,
XP at the time.
mhm,
Then moved as a technical support engineer at VMware for 15 years, where I grew up, you know, went up the ladder up to being an escalation engineers and all that. And the last year and a half at that company, I was working on the NSX network uh,
mm,
detection
mhm,
and response product, which then, due to the history lately with VMware, I applied here and moved
mhm.
as a TSE here.
Amazing.
Yeah, and so fun fact about me, I'm yeah, let's say I do like working on computers and everything
Yeah.
connected and all that, but on the side, I love I'm learning woodworking, so which is very
Ooh.
different from being
Yeah.
behind a keyboard and a screen, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Have
Allows me
you
to
made
be.
any? Oh, yeah, yeah.
No, I'm gone. Didn't made anything. I made a picture frame
Oh, okay.
using, yeah. I mean, you have to learn and start from somewhere.
Hmm.
And I did help some friends building their wooden house. So it's
Wow.
mainly, taking the size of the panels, and they are not necessarily square. They have weird shapes. So,
Uh-huh.
like my dad used to say, measure twice, cut once type of philosophy. So,
Yeah. Where did you learn your woodworking skills?
there's a so in Ireland, in Cork, where I live, there's a it's called Bench Space, and that's a small school, let's say, a teaching school, night
Um,
courses. So that's
mhm.
why I go.
That's really great. That's really awesome. And I think that's like a really good balance too between from looking at a computer screen and then transitioning to looking at something that you can make with your hands. So that's really sweet. That's great.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, so you've been at Vectra for how many years now, you mentioned?
We're not counting years now. Next week, next Friday, that'll be 7 months.
7 months. Okay, so relatively new, but you still have already like a cadence like at your in your day-to-day at Vectra, right?
Oh, yes, I do.
All right.
So,
Tell me more.
so um, I would. So the let's say my day will start with checking my emails and
Hmm.
just feeling if everything happened overnight and all that. But my
Hmm.
day-to-day duties are keeping an eye on the ticketing
Hmm.
system, helping customer along the day, every single day,
Hmm.
trying to solve their issues, and just going through the tickets already on, working with engineering, investigating in depth. As you said earlier, and as I mentioned, I'm still learning the
Hmm.
platform, so I do request assistance to my colleagues that drill down into the code. I get a lot of new connections with engineering. It is very, very nice to see that everybody's here to help. So it's great to
Mhm.
be able to learn that way. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely. And I know it's only been 7 months, but are there any parts of that day to day that you find fulfilling or exciting?
the learning.
The learning? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to put something on top of it, yeah, the learning.
Hmm.
There's so much things that I still have to learn about how the
Hmm.
product works in depth and all the different features. But uh, yeah, the learning would be my top things. If I can learn at least one new thing on one particular day, that'll make my day.
Absolutely. That's the same for me too. I've been learning a lot here at Vectra. I've been here a year and I feel like almost every single day I learn something new about security. So I totally resonate with that. So have you gotten a chance to work with any customers yet?
Oh
You
yeah,
know.
yeah. Since the very start, I
Hmm.
after going through all the onboarding trainings and videos, I was really looking forward to put my hands on the
Mm.
product and getting to know. And so I do have customer relations. I mean, I'm contacting customers on a day-to-day basis,
Yeah.
like any other of my senior colleagues. So
Mm.
yeah, I do.
So yeah, out of those moments that you've been interacting with customers, have you had any like specific stories or moments where you found it really exciting or like fulfilling?
Yes, so a lot of them, okay. But if I can pick one that happened recently, 2 weeks ago, a customer just raised a ticket with a
Mhm.
third-party integration that we do provide as well,
Yeah.
and we agreed on a scheduled time to work together on this due to our busy schedules on both sides.
Mhm.
And the meeting, so on the day, the meeting just started, and we
Mhm.
both had our own investigation done on our side.
Mhm.
I mean, we
Okay.
just came in with what we found and reviewed and all that. So we were able to move forward together at lightning speed, and that was really great.
Wow.
And by working together, reviewing the code and trying to understand what was happening and etc., we were trying to understand how
Yeah.
to fix it for good. And the energy and the enthusiasm was brilliant. I mean, really
Oh.
great. So we both ended up with gaining knowledge on how the feature of the product was working, and we ended up with having a working environment. As in, I was able then to go back to engineering, saying, "Hey, we found a problem.
Hmm.
Here's what we did, and
Hmm.
here's what we believe is the kind of the solution that will not cause any other uh, problem of sort."
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
so
That's
yeah,
that's
this is
amazing. Yeah.
that collaboration. I mean, with the customers.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's more of a relationship of collaboration, working together than it is like someone that's just like fixing something that's going wrong on the customer's end, right? It's more, I don't know, mutually beneficial, you could say.
Yeah, yeah, I do agree. It is very much more of a collaboration.
Mhm.
We are here to help them,
Mhm.
and having the greatest, experience with the product.
Mhm.
Uh, we're not just ticket puncher, if I may.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
there's always, kind of trying to give the best to the customer, asking if
Mhm.
the customer have any new questions,
Mhm.
any inquiries, something. There's a communication channel open.
Yeah,
So why not use it to just ensure that the customer is happy with anything, or if he has any questions, inquiries. So
of course. Yeah. Amazing, amazing. And you've had a good background in like tech, software development, and security. So to you in your 7 months so far, what do you think or what part of Vectra makes it stand out in the market and makes it different from others?
Um, so from what I saw so far, I really like the the way the product is
Mm-hmm.
architect and working. Okay, so um, the fact that the product of the AI component is able to ingest, aggregate, process
Mm-hmm.
what could be just insignificant signals, from silos,
Yeah.
different other products that we stream their content into the brain,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and it all comes together as a, a, a vector of attack, or
Yeah,
we get a fuller and bigger picture where if you'd look into just each silo,
exactly.
you might not see everything happening.
Yeah, very
We,
narrow scope. Yeah.
exactly. I'm following some videos from Word and Waj and all, but it's interesting to see that really happening.
Hmm. Yeah, and you get to see that like happen in action because you are on, the technical support team. So like you see that in customers' environments too, right?
All right, so at tech support, we don't just see, let's say, I can differentiate two type of support request or ticket. Would be the product is broken
Hmm.
in some sort of way. When I say
Yeah.
broken, it's probably not correct, but there is an issue with integrating a third party, or there
Hmm.
is something on the UI, and then the other tickets would be more. Um, we got that alert. It seems like there is something. Can you help us out? Can you explain
Hmm.
why we got alerted about this? We can't find anything.
Hmm. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, well, that's a great answer, Jonathan. I definitely agree with you. The product, the technology behind Vectra it is innovative, from what I can see. So totally agree.
Yeah, seems like.
Alrighty. I think that's all we got for today. So, Jonathan, thank you so, so much for your time. And for the viewers out there, we have more of these amazing conversations with other members of our support team, of our MDR team, and other folks at Vectra, very smart folks. So please check us out on YouTube. We have a podcast channel. We also are on Spotify as well. And thank you so much again, Jonathan, for your time. It was great chatting and getting to know you.
Thanks, Elliot. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yep. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.